Hello lovelies, welcome to my channel, The Full Stack Guy. In this video, we will be talking about how can we use, of course, we are in the series of Java 8 to Java 17, exploring the features of Java 8 from to Java 17. But in this video, we are going to talk about collectors.flatmapping by. So if you haven't seen my previous video or the videos before this, which is map and flat map, so I'll give the link in the description. Please do watch about map and flat map. So this here is the code, just to show you this code. We did it regarding the difference between map, flat map, and so on. In previous video, I believe we did for comparing int, taking the maximum salary employee, or maybe the employee who has maximum salary, we have to output it. So I'll just show that code as well. So this was the code where we said we want an employee from manager department who has the highest salary. So this was the code for the thing, but now we are here with flat mapping by, and more specifically with flat mapping by, what all things can we use, okay, in collectors framework. So flat mapping by is an API which was introduced in, I believe, Java 11 or Java 12. It shows that it is in Java 8, but I don't think, because flat mapping by was introduced in maybe recent version after, I guess, Java 9 or Java 10 or something like that. So and that is very powerful API to use with. So flat mapping by, just like flat map, how we take what is the difference between map and flat map? When we have a map, we do have one-to-one relationship, like we want to map one-to-one relationship, but in flat map we have one-to-many relations. So if list of departments have list of employees, so we have to use flat map, right? So in today's video, we will summarize, we will focusing on flat mapping by, and moreover with flat mapping by, what all can you use as a downstream collectors. So there is SummingInt, there is averagingInt, and so on, which is in collectors API. So let's get started. Flat mapping by and mapping by. So we will also come with mapping by in future videos, or maybe if we get some time, we don't want to make the video very lengthy. If we get some time, we will also see how we can use mapping by. But moreover, mapping by is a little basic, because it has again one-to-one relationship things to map on, and flat mapping is little complex, where we can use many things. So where this flat mapping by fits, okay. So yes, in previous video when we saw this code, we came with a problem. If we go and check out my skip limit video, max main video, the last video. So it is still not live, so it will come out this Thursday or Friday. So today is Tuesday, holy day. So happy Holi to you and your family, for me and my family. So today I'm shooting this video regarding flat mapping by. So in this the video, the code which I'm showing over here is about max, min, sum, and so on, okay. So here we came with a problem last time, that what if we, so here what we're doing, we are showing the only one employee who has the highest salary. So what if we want to show, or here what we showed is like sum of total salary by all managers, but in manager department right here. So the problem here is, what if we want to show what is the total salary taken by all the departments? Here we are not getting all right, because we are streaming this, then we are doing flat map on this and so on, right? So what if we want to do such a thing? Okay, so in this case we will not flat map on this like while creating on this stream. We will use flat mapping by API, which is on collectors, which is very useful. And guys, you have to share this video, because there is no online content on such complex Java APIs where we can use how we can use flat mapping by in our day-to-day code. So here I came with the data of employees and so on, but of course you can take data of your product, cars, any instruments, any objects, complex objects, right? Because when you work in your real-time applications, in finance applications, maybe banking applications, the JSON data is very complex, and this data which I have taken for today is little more advanced. Okay, and this we will refer this data in future videos for some more advanced filtration, data analyzing and so on. And in this video I'll be not focusing on local date, but we will, as I promised in previous video, that I'll also come with date attribute, how we can use date attribute. So I am preparing for that. I have added this date attribute in my data set. I'll be preparing for that. I'm just seeing for the scenario which I can relate to this data which I'm showing over here, because I've used this many times in my organization for date, price and so on and so forth, but and different modules and so on and so forth. But with this data, I'm just analyzing where can I do, what logic can I put over here. But even with flat mapping by and SummingInt, so in this video we'll focus on flat mapping by, SummingInt, averaging it. These are the three main focus. But of course we will be using grouping by, because we want to show what total salary is taken by each department, right? So we will also be focusing on grouping by. How can we do that? Here we are losing the data. We are just doing for one manager. So either you have to do this for 4 times by filtering managers, then dev, then QA and so on. But this is not correct, right? Like doing for the 4 time running streams for 4 times. We will do this in one stream just by writing code with Java8 and above APIs using flat mapping by and SummingInt. So before that, I'll explain you this data, what it is. So just same like always, we have 4 list of employees which are private, which is EMP list dev, EMP list QA, EMP list DevOps, EMP list managers. Okay, these are being consumed by department list. But here you can see some more data. I'll just format it a bit. I believe it is already formatted. Second format, do you want to know? Just so in this data we have added some more attributes and fields. So if you see here, this is a list of plans. So if you see the data, and of course guys, when I end this series by completing or by covering all the features, I'll share this code on GitHub, and I'll just create one last video once I finish. This is a long series. I'll just create one more last video where I'll be sharing codes and GitHub repository for the full stack guy and so on, where we are practicing Java8 and above APIs and so on. Okay, but this code is Java8 and above. This is Java code, but of course this you can use this in Spring applications, Spring Boot applications, anywhere where you have Java8 and above versions where you can access these APIs. So to explain the data, we have this EMP list dev, in this we have this attribute which is same as always, employee ID, name, first name, last name, age, salary, and address. But we have one more attribute which is list of plans. So this list of plans is which employee has taken which plan. Okay, so in this list of plan, this employee has taken only one plan by the company HDFC plan name is Sanchai Plus, city, company, PAN, and so on and so forth. Okay, this is the plan start date, maturity date, total investment cost, total maturity cost. Okay, so we will be playing with these fields now. Okay, I'll just move down. So I have just added some plans for some employees, and some employees have not opted for any plan, and there is, I believe, one employee which has opted for two plans, which is Nilesh Pirke. So he has opted for two plans of company Max and LIC. Okay, so this the Nilesh has opted for two plans. So I'll go a little bit down. So this is the department class. No getter setters for simplicity. Here just I have created some getter setters, and we'll create getter setters as moving forward when we want to pass as a method reference. Employee. So just as I said, these are the fields which were previously in the employee object. I have added this new field attribute which is plans, and which is list of plans. Okay, and okay, so if you see here, I have added in constructor list of plans. We don't have getters. If we need, we will write it down. And now this is the plan class. Okay, so this plan class has, I guess, 6 attributes: company name, company object, plan name, plan start date, end date, investment cost, and maturity. Here is the constructor to string. Okay, why is my Mac lagging? Yeah, sorry guys, I'm a bit unwell since 15 days, I believe. I'm unwell. I don't know, I'm not getting well enough. I'm taking medicines and so on, but still. Okay, so coming back to this, we have this many attributes of plan, and we have one object which has one-to-one mapping. Okay, and this has 4 attributes. Company has company name, which state the company is, city the company is in, the company PAN number. This we entered our class here. Simple, straightforward. Okay, now first requirement of flat mapping, by where can it come? So the problem statement, you understood what is the problem statement. That what if we have to see what is the total salary taken by each department. So in previous Java file, we were missing on how we were filtering it, and then we were doing the sum and map to int and so on. But we cannot do it for the four times, right? You want to collect a result such a way in map that your key should be, so your so this I'll write it down in comments. So your key should be department name, and value should be total sal taken by the department, right? This should be your end result, and you can feed this to your front end. You can feed this to some other API by setting it in your object, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's start. We have a data set class, just like always we are doing in one file for simplicity. Dot departments, good enough. Dot, now we will be streaming. Okay, now what we want as a key, we want key as department name. Okay, so we don't want to filter any data, because we don't want to have a result for one department. We want to have the result for all the departments. So for doing that, we want key as department name. So what we'll do, we will group by department name, right? So sorry for that, I'll do collect. Okay, collectors dot to list, not to list, sorry, collectors dot grouping by. Okay, and here I'll pass department or department name. Now this will collect our result as department name as a key and list of department as your value. Okay, but we don't want list of department as value. What we want is, we want total salary. So how can we calculate total salary by department? You have to add it all the salary of the employees in specific department, right? Then only you can say that is the total salary taken by each department, right? When you say total salary by all the employees of a specific department is something total salary taken by the department. So in this case, we have departments, we have list of employees inside department. So here map cannot work because list has list, one to many. Here what will work is flat map. So we don't have flat map in collectors, we have flat mapping, okay, which is the API. So what we do here, we pass a downstream collector. So you can pass multiple downstream collectors, right, to a grouping by. You can pass downstreaming, flat mapping, then again for flat mapping you can pass downstreaming, then again for that you can pass downstreaming collector. Downstreaming collector is nothing but an API of collector. Okay, so I do collectors dot flat mapping. Okay, in this what we do, we say department dot employees dot stream. Okay, we have to stream employees because we have to calculate each salary, right? Fair enough. Now for this flat mapping, we again pass a downstreaming collector, which is collectors dot SummingInt. Now in this SummingInt, we just pass a function which is employee dot get salary, and our work is done, guys. Now if you collect this result, salary by department. Now if you collect this result, so this will display you the total salary taken by each department, guys. So this is so simple. You just have to think a bit, you just have to see how can you play with collectors, because collectors API is very powerful, guys, very powerful. This can solve many things. So you don't have to worry about looping. It's just 3 or 4 lines of code, or maybe 5 lines of code. If you see this, here we have just used extra line for indentation and to look our code good, but these are the 3 main lines, guys. These are the 3 main lines. Okay, where is our output? Oh yeah, now we have the output. Right, and this is nothing but the sum of all the salaries. Okay, this is nothing but the sum of all the salaries. So you can validate it. I'll not take time for validating. Okay, this is one of the use case. Now say you have a list of departments, list of employees. Inside that you have list of plans, right? Now we want to see which department will be rich, which department will get maximum money after the all employees plan has been matured. So for that case, say for example, which department will be rich or which department will have more money when every plan is been matured by each of the department. Okay. Sorry guys. So what you have to do here, Here we nothing we have to see, but we have this attribute field which we have to use SummingInt on. But now this is not inside employees, this is inside our employees, inside our plans. Okay, so how can you do this? How can you do this? Here again same, your final output will be nothing but this, nothing but key will be department name and value will be integer. But how to do this? So this is little tricky again, and I will write the code. So what we do, data set, same dataset dot departments, enter dot, let's put stream also on this line, dot. Now from here start collecting result. Okay, collect how, what we want, key as department name. Okay, so grouping by department name, fair enough. Now what we want, second attribute is total of maturity amount of plans, right? So where is maturity amount? It is in employees. So again we have to flat map your collectors dot flat mapping we have to use, because we have to reach till plans. So collectors dot flat mapping, fair enough. Where you have department dot employees dot stream. Okay, I'll just enter this on new line. So this is the downstreaming collector given to grouping by. Okay, now I will give downstreaming collector to this flat map. Now which downstreaming collector, where my maturity amount is, it is into plans of employees, right? So now give collectors dot flat mapping. Here you have employee dot plans dot stream, fair enough, right? Now what you want cost or sum of all the plans. Give downstreaming collector to this flat mapping. Now here collectors dot SummingInt, where you pass nothing but say you take a value, because we weren't getting, you can take any name and see our code knows its maturity amount. Here is your code, guys. I'll just take this on next line, rather I'll put this on above line for good readability. So do you see the power of collectors? This is the real power of collectors, guys. It's very powerful. You may see redundant code collectors, so we'll do static import, say on demand static import, and now your code is more clean. And if you collect this in rich department, rich depth, system dot out dot println rich depth. Now if you run this, see we have this second output, the richer department. Okay, I'll just give one system dot out dot println just to rich depth after maturity. Okay, and now we'll run the same code, nothing fancy, but the same output we'll get. So this is how the power of collectors. See what we did, we did grouping by department name because we want to group by department name. Then we did flat mapping by on employees. Why? Because our project maturity cost was inside plans, but inside it was plans, so we did flat mapping on plans. So we passed downstreaming, and then the final. This is the terminatory collector, termination object or termination process. These are all intermediary. Okay. Okay. Now you may be asking, okay, this is fine, this is cool. What if we want to see which employee will be rich, the name of the employee, and how much he will get after his policy maturity or product maturity, whatever you say. Okay, then our key will be EMP name and value will be not total sal but plan amount. Here also total matured amount. Okay, now data set, starting with data set dot, okay, departments dot stream. Now focus guys, full attention, play full attention. What we want here, we don't want department name, right? Why do we want department name? Because we don't want department data. Okay, fire department data, we don't want it. Now at this time we will use flat map. Now you will say, why flat map, why not map? Because we all know list has list, right? So department dot employees dot stream. Now we have list of employees here. Now we have to collect this data according to our plan maturity cost. So collect. Now again comment it guys. If you want employee name as a key, what you will do? Of course, right, you will use grouping by, I mean. So now here we have static, so we will just do, no, it's not coming. Yeah, it is coming. We'll just do grouping by. What grouping by? Employee name, emp dot first name. Say we will pass here a flat mapping. Why flat mapping? Say if we had direct one-to-one mapping, say every employee has just a single plan, then we can pass mapping, but it has list of plans. That is the reason we have to pass flat mapping. Okay, I'll come with that video, mapping by also. Okay, don't worry. Employee dot plans dot stream. Now we got plans. Now to this plans we will pass nothing but our SummingInt value, the final value, which is value dot, of course, this thing. And if we collect this result, rich emp employee, not rich employee after maturity. Okay, employee. Okay, system dot out dot println rich employee. Now okay, let's have this output as well, rich employee. So these employees will be more than happy guys. If you see the price, if we really get this amount of price after any policy maturity after many years, why wouldn't be happy? Why would anybody not be happy guys? So Tiwari is getting something 1 crore something. See, this is getting 700 crores or something like that. Okay, the most, rich is Nilesh. And these are very sad because they are not investing in any of the policies. Guys, please invest in policies. This is not any uh, what we say. I'm not getting money by any policyholder, but of course, for your future security, you should invest in some policies. Of course, we have stock market. Stock market is bull for India, but uh, just to have a safer side after you retire or anything like that. Okay, coming to this rich employee after maturity, we got this. So how did we manage? We didn't want department, so we did a flat map over here itself. So we are now not looking for the departments. We don't care about departments here, right? We are getting employees. If you have to care about department, then you do grouping by and then flat mapping. Okay, so this is it, guys, for your information, knowledge, and this is for this video. I'll be coming with more videos on many other APIs on flat mapping by just like SummingInt. I'll also be coming with some videos on some other APIs. In this video we did not cover averaging int and summarizing int and so on, so we will come with the next video. It will be a short video just for demonstrating how can we use averaging int. Nothing, it will nothing be fancy, it will be same as this. But of course we can come with a short video. And this is, guys, I wanted to explain you this process. How can you use downstreaming collectors, how important it is to use, how can you code it in very less number of lines. You don't have to worry about your database queries and so on. You don't have to worry about your loops. You don't have to loop through the things to add and to it's just a functional programming, pure functional programming, good style of programming, okay, which is has a higher demand in market. So that's all, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Do comment in comment section if you want anything else other than this, if you want something more, something less, whatever. If you want any suggestions, improvements on videos, anything is welcomed on comment section. So thank you, guys. Have a great day. Bye bye. Happy Holi to you and your family.